I'd buy that for $1.
Oh, yeah. See, we plan ahead. That way we don't do anything right now. Earl, explain it to me.
Now, say my name.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to another Deadwire Live with Kevin, Skeeter, and Chad, and of course, Jeff, your host as always. And we got a fun episode in store for you, but shots are not being fired around here tonight, at least not on our stream. If you want to escape, we got you covered over on here. We don't have the Secret Service, but I do have three guys that are the best kept secret on this YouTube channel. So, Kevin, take us in. Chad, Skeeter, everybody knows who you are. Let's get on rolling tonight.
All right. Well, let's start with some bad news because the rest of everything else is going to be uphill from there. It was a great week, shitty weekend. Like, we'll just start with the shit first. So, first off, we had deaths this week. Celebrity deaths are always hard because there are certain people that affect our lives in certain ways that kind of shape you as you grow up. And this week was really no different. And one of those people, of course, was Dr. Ruth Westheimer. And many of you may recognize her from the back of the books that your mom and dad were reading before they told you to, barrel off, go watch cartoons.
The sex doctor.
She was a pioneer in getting people to openly talk about sex, talk about your fantasies, talk about what you like, what you don't like, and getting people to be more functional as partners in their relationships. And she became a big, I don't want to say joke, but like just kind of a household name to Gen X in a roundabout way in that regard. So, the next time you rub one out, think about Dr. Ruth.
Oh, God. At the ripe age of 96. She's a little past her expiration date, buddy.
Oh.
Unless
Nonsense.
you want to talk about B. Arthur. I don't know.
Oh, my God.
So next, rolling along in the sadness, because I don't want to dwell. Another big surprise. This one actually was kind of a surprise. Richard Simmons passed away today at the age of 76.
Damn, we grew up with this guy.
Yeah.
Yes. Richard was, for a lot of Gen X kids, kind of a joke. He was an inspirational person for heavyweight people to try to get thin. And if you were anything other than healthy, you were made fun of back in everything up to, say, like the 90s and early noughties. So for someone like him to come out and say, it doesn't matter what you look like, you're still lovable, I love you, and I'm going to help you love you, he was a pioneer because nobody else did that. And he got made fun of a lot for that. And it took a lot of age and wisdom and looking back and seeing that he was never a shithead in celebrity life. Like, he was always legit, sincere, wanting to help people. So, like, it's a really sad thing to see someone as inspirational as him go.
Yeah, I remember just basically growing up with him, seeing the infomercials, seeing him on like all these like different talk shows, from like Phil Donahue to Geraldo before he became a correspondent again. And like he always had this kind of very upbeat attitude, and I know we made jokes of it as a kid, but he was always a character, and it never felt like he was lacking for energy, like, at all. You never felt like he was on something. You just felt like that's just his normal temperament. And he's always been a decent guy to people. I've never really heard a bad story about him. I've heard about some of his issues, but he never really treated anybody like bad. He was always very much trying to help people. So it's sad to hear what happened to him, and will always be remembered. But it sounds like it was just natural causes, nothing else to it. And that's, hey, if you're gonna go, I'd go in my sleep if I could.
Yeah.
Agreed. As was it Daryl Hannah in Kill Bill said, a luxury most of us aren't afforded.
Yep, pretty much.
Yep.
And then lastly, and very unfortunately, Shelley Duvall, who was absolutely perfect in everything that she was in, passed away this week at the age of 75.
Yeah.
And what a force of stardom she was. Like, like whether you grew up with Popeye or The Shining, like she was so everywhere in our youth. I don't know. I really loved Shelley Duvall.
Yeah, same here. I loved her in
Yeah.
Popeye. Shining, what I heard, what they did to her to get her in
Oh.
that role.
She was basically tortured for that
Oh,
movie.
she was horribly psychologically abused.
Mm-hmm.
Horribly.
That was Kubrick's style for certain things he wanted out of an actor or actress.
Yeah.
It's like,
Well,
wow, dude. I don't know about that. But
Yeah.
that was his style. I mean, he didn't treat everybody like that, but he treated some actors because he had a very particular feeling he wanted to pull out of them and emote. And it's like, I don't know if I'd go that route myself. I'd be like, are you sure you can't dig a little deeper in that core and think about when you lost your first puppy? Like, come on.
To still have the courage after that to go on to acting is amazing too.
Right.
Yes. But that having been said, she overcame that and overcame what remnants he left with her with that, because that gave her a lot of PTSD.
Yep.
And she continued to have a wonderful career until she decided that, you know what, I'm done playing this game, playing this person. I want to go be another kind of artist and just be happy.
Power to you. Not everybody can do that.
Yeah. And now at this point, really, I truly wish her well in her future endeavor, her next gig. You know, go get him.
Awesome.
Surprised you don't have a monolith in the background on that
one. Oh man.
Go get him, Shelley.
Dead Space marker. You know, that
would Okay. So all the sadness having been gone through this week in the news. First up is we have Agatha All Along. We found out last week that the official title was Agatha All Along. This week, again. Yes.
Yeah. That's what it was earlier in development.
Yep.
Yeah, it went through, I think, 4 different name changes.
About 7, actually.
About 7? Yeah, like Agatha Darkhold Diaries, Agatha Coven of Sorrow.
Coven of Witches, Harkness.
Yeah, House of Harkness. I remember that was one of them. I actually liked that
All Along twice, technically. I'm going to call it twice on that one. And it just kept up. And then there was Agatha and... It's great. They didn't know what to do with this show. And same thing applies to Ironheart. They have no idea what the hell they're doing with these shows. They don't even like these shows, yet they still have to put them out. They can't cancel them. And, you know, Catherine Hahn was just on Saturday Night Live or Jimmy Kimmel or whatever and did some stupid-ass sketch. Saw that on some other streams. It's like, girl, I like you, but that was fucking stupid. And it's a bad look.
Was it? I missed it.
Yeah. You know, I could always pull it up, but it ain't worth it. She basically called like when Tony Stark died in Avengers, when a bunch of nerd virgins started to cry.
Oh, girl.
Paraphrasing. That's not what was said, but it's basically, you know, when Tony Stark died, all the nerds started to cry.
That might be true, though. Yeah. I mean, I want
We're the paying customers, everybody. I'll let my wife know I'm still a virgin. Then that might work out in the future.
Still a virgin. But the synopsis for the show that they're giving now, this is going to come out in September 18th, so this may change between now and then. Is in Agatha All Along, the infamous Agatha Harkness finds herself down and out of power after a suspicious goth teen helps break her free from a distorted spell. Her interest is piqued when he begs her to take her to the legendary Witch's Road, a magical gauntlet of trials that, if survived, rewards the witch with what they're missing. Together, Agatha and this mysterious teen pull together a desperate coven and set off down the road. Well, okay. Oop. So I watched this earlier in the week. I don't know if you guys have seen the trailer to it or not.
Yep.
All right, then.
Watch it.
So everybody knows what they're getting in for then.
Yeah, it's going to be a train wreck. It starts off interesting, like, hey, we're going to pick up a little bit from the WandaVision show, but basically the consensus is it's only going to be what we saw was basically the first episode in that trailer. And then the rest of it's just going to be a complete shit show after that.
That sounds about right.
And do I understand right that the character is Wiccan and that's like the son or something of Wanda from the show?
Mm-mm.
No. That was that was just somebody making a joke because Wiccan is gay. So they're just like, oh, it's a gay person, so that must be them. So that was just them being generalization.
Okay.
If it is Wiccan, it's from another set of the multiverse, and he's much older than the last time we saw him.
Yeah, well, it sounds like one of the theories I was hearing about is basically like when the dome came crashing down and they were vanishing, their spirits flew out to children that were near death, and that's how they're going to explain the jump in age. So they've assumed the bodies of kids that were actually close to death.
Harsh.
I don't know if that makes. I've never read these books or comics, so I have like no fucking idea what the hell is what everybody's talking about. And it sounds like our buddy Justin was figuring out the same thing too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it sounded rapey in Wonder Woman 84, so we'll just put them near death as opposed to momentarily soul displaced.
Soul Survivor. It's not just a shitty movie from the 2000s.
Oh, I was thinking of Soul Surfer. Anyway, also a shitty movie from the 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, let's watch this for a moment.
You can play the whole thing.
I'm going to play the whole thing.
Great.
Another beautiful day.
Surprised to see you out
Ah, police procedural. Let's go, NCIS.
Yep.
Cause?
Whoop, whoop.
What happened to you?
Now, they're saying that that's the dead Wanda from Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness.
Makes sense.
We'll see.
I guess we will.
Because we never
see.
find out what
Doesn't
happened to
make
her.
any sense to me.
I have a lead in the case.
They had
I
the hook
can't
on,
shake this
too.
feeling I'm seeing it on.
Is this really how you see yourself? That witch is gone, leaving you trapped in her distorted spell. Claw your way out.
With your real nails, not your fake ones, kid.
Yeah.
Guns, let's go.
I miss the glory days. She took
Oh,
every bit of
God.
power I had, but I can beat that witch again.
She's dead.
You know what? I'll watch Hocus Pocus instead this year.
Hit the road.
It's Kitty.
I'm gonna walk the witch's road. The road is a death
You know what?
wish.
No, I changed my mind. Sabrina the Teenage Witch. That's what
There
I
we
want
go.
This year.
Join me.
I like monsters, though.
I liked Werewolf by Night. This looks like shit.
Yes, that's probably going to be true.
Yeah. It's like they're losing their touch in the Marvel universe really badly.
In her right mind
As of 3 years ago, yeah, because that's when they were making this fucking thing.
for right-minded witches, as it happens.
Oh,
they
it's
had
that
to go
one
with the
witch from
cackle.
Star Wars.
That's the cackling hounds.
Sweetheart, you okay? Oh my god!
And this is when we get into Evil Dead mode in this.
Yeah.
Or Exorcist mode.
Oh, yep, that too.
Exorcist, a lot of different movies do that.
Yep.
Well, yeah,
Not
it's
a
fair
fan.
game because The Exorcist didn't get to show it.
True.
I believe her in
I
that
didn't
one.
dislike it that much. I don't know. I don't think it's going to be as good as WandaVision, but I also don't know. I've had a long time to want to watch this. So like there's been a lot of like built up anticipation, and I don't see them really like making good on that. Hopefully, but nothing in here. Like, I don't know. It didn't tie back to Doctor Strange enough for me. Like this
And it
should have
won't,
taken the
because-
next step.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's just
No,
not gonna, because they don't want to tie too much into that, because it's tied too much into the Spider-Man movie. And you can't bring Spider-Man by reference into Agatha, because that's a Sony Marvel product. This is a Disney Marvel product. And on the Disney Plus shows, it's got to be all about the standard formula that they've been putting out for years now. And so we can't have nice, shiny things with Disney Marvel. And that's just unfortunate, but it's the way it's going with this shit show.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's true. That's true. And we'll talk more about that in the Acolyte segment, because
Yes, we will.
they're doing that again in Star Wars. Like it's like, oh gosh, this is like watching She-Hulk all over again. Woo. Anyway,
think I'd
just-
rather watch She-Hulk.
well, yeah, yeah. But one of the things that I did like that they continued on is they did do a little bit of the WandaVision, keeping her mind in a TV show.
Mhm.
Like it was, the spell was in something Wanda had seen already. So, I mean, that much at least I respected from it. I don't know what else they're going to do with it. Like, I don't know what their plans are as far as having that horror theme anymore. I don't know what they're going to do with the Darkhold, or bringing Lilith into Blade, since Blade's probably not going to happen now.
Yeah.
So who knows? I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, it could prove to be interesting. We could be wrong, but based on what we're seeing in this trailer, it starts off interesting and completely fades into just typical trope shit that we've been getting for a while. So, hey, we could all be wrong, and it's actually super good. Time will tell.
Watch this be the first Disney Plus show to get an Emmy.
Oh,
Only
Yeah.
because
Here
of John keeps
first.
singing.
yeah.
All right. Well, into more serious Marvel news. Update from the Deadpool and Wolverine end. The new poster from Deadpool 3 is here. And it's a road trip tour.
Nice.
And I love the sticker on the top that says, "My other right is your mom."
Evan,
Zero Fox given.
Sandvix Crossing, got Claw.
Death, shit, and laughs. Yeah.
Oh man,
That's awesome.
no, that's brilliant.
And
I've
then-
never actually seen a poster like this before, or a promotional image. This is actually
That's
pretty clever. I
good.
like it.
No, that's good. That's
They are
good.
killing like the marketing for this fucking movie. I gotta admit, like, I'm very impressed.
Even the stick figures are pretty cool up there.
Yep.
Oh wow, gosh, I forgot to even look to see who that was.
You got a Hulk,
I don't know.
obviously. Storm.
Yeah.
Or not
Oh,
Storm. Oh, gosh, what's her name? The blind lady.
Al.
Al.
Yeah. That has to be her, second from the right.
She just needs her cocaine.
Yeah.
Bolivia
Or second
marching
from the
powder.
left. I mean, Yeah.
Do you want to build a snowman?
Yes, but I can't.
Can't.
They know all the slang terms.
And Feige won't let us say any of them.
Mhm.
Even White Girl Interrupted. Oh God, that still kills me. That still kills me.
Well, apparently Feige didn't tell them that they had any restraints. They gave them carte blanche. Apparently, nothing was off limit. Like they pretty much knew not to push the envelope too far, and the best way to go about certain things was to make a joke about it, like that they weren't able to do it, like the cocaine.
Yeah.
Apparently, that conversation that they couldn't do that never took place. They just thought it would have been really funny to have. So it's like, well, okay, sure, maybe. But at the same time, it also came out this week that Feige had to explain certain things to the Disney board that were in the movie, like pegging.
Oh God.
Yeah.
He
Google
said,
is your friend, people.
yeah,
Oh my.
I knew what pegging was because it was in the first Deadpool movie.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good response, Kevin.
Play it safe, Kevin. Keep
Yeah.
it.
What's pegging? What? Kevin?
Yeah, Kevin,
Tell us.
explain pegging
Yeah,
to
but
please
the
elucidate.
heathens out there that don't know.
That's for men that love their wives very much on International Women's Day.
I don't love my wife that much.
Only. I dated a girl once that she and I took a brief break from one another. And in between that break, she dated a guy that liked it. We'll just skip that. Yeah. So anyway,
Yeah. Good save.
We start
Good
off with
save.
Dr. Ruth and we get into Kevin's torrid sex life.
wasn't my torrid sex life.
Okay, but you were adjacent to it.
Mildly so. Mildly so.
Mildly so.
I got to hear about it. Hands touched me after the fact.
Newest show on Suns and Shadows will be Sex Talk with Kev.
If you ain't done it, you're gonna want to do it.
You all have HPV. Anyway.
You can thank him.
Okay. So, anyways, and then the last bit of little seriousness that we had for Deadpool was Feige also said that the X-Men will be making their official debut to the MCU on July 26th. That happens, of course, when Deadpool and Wolverine hits the theaters. Mm-hmm. So I think everything we want to know about the X-Men will be answered there, and we'll see what happens from there.
They're gonna be lame and gay.
Well,
We'll
they're
see.
the X-Men.
They used to be men. Gotcha. Understood.
Yep.
Yeah.
I just fucking with you.
You're trying to derail me. In other entertainment news, fucker. Bajillion-time WWE superstar.
Just a blank picture. What are we looking at?
I don't know.
Man, that boy needs a tan.
Yes, he does. And to skip out a little bit on the Just for Men's Club, telling you, gray is good, dude. Gray is good. It works for Orton.
Also, shaving the head would maybe help too.
No.
Yes.
My wife does that to me, and it's not by choice. Keep that beautiful hair. Who cares about the landing strip and back? I've got one. It's cool. All the cool kids have one. Fuck off, Jeff.
Yeah. Okay, I will. I'll be back in 38 seconds.
So anyhow, with the success of Peacemaker, because again, that's part of the DC universe that's not going away. Cena's decided that Hollywood is favoring him well enough that it's time to retire. Cena's getting near 50 and wrestling hurts. It's not fake. It's a lot of work, and no one works harder than he does. I'm sorry, what was that?
Nothing.
That's right. Anyway, so that having been said, we just wanted to share really quick, just an old promo Jeff, I don't know if you've seen this or not. This is pretty cool. Share screen. Where is it? Here.
Hello?
I have just one question for you. Are you ready?
Am I ready for what? Who's this?
Are you ready for this Sunday night when WWE John Cena defends his title in the WWE Super Slam? Right now, you can order this awesome pay-per-view event for just $59.99.
I'm sorry, no, there is not any chance in hell that we're ever going to have wrestling in this house again. But thank you, but no. Have a good day. Hello?
And goodbye to anyone standing in John Cena's way. When he takes 6 men in a steel cage shoots and ladders match at WWE Super
Shoots a ladders match.
So you guys have called me and mentioned before we're not ordering this, so please stop calling my house. Thank you and goodbye.
And yet she keeps
Hello?
answering the phone.
Yep.
Hey, champ.
Who?
Champ. Is
Mr.
Champ
Sacco.
Who is Champ?
That question will be answered this Sunday night.
Yeah, one more time.
Hey, sir.
Taking on
Please quit
Sheamus,
calling my house.
The Undertaker,
Quit calling me.
CM Punk, and even Triple H and the Big Show in a spit-swapping makeout match. WWE Super
Listen.
Slam.
Hello? Hello? Can you stop screaming in your little sirens and whatever that is? Can you knock it off for 5 seconds? Not interested. Stop calling my fucking house.
The face.
Hello?
I'm watching you.
Excuse me?
That's exactly what The Undertaker told John Cena. But will he be able to take the belt from the mightiest champion in WWE history at this weekend's WWE Super Slam?
Stop calling my house before I get your number. I will track you down and absolutely tear you to f***ing pieces. Do you understand me? I know you are, John Cena, crazy motherfucker. Now, no wrestling, no super motherfucking slam is happening in this house. I swear to Jesus, if this is those wrestling again.
Okay, good morning. Hi, I'm just calling this morning to ask if you're a supporter of the United States military.
Oh my God, I apologize. We've been getting calls all morning. I apologize. And yes,
Fantastic.
Yes, I am.
Great. Are you a supporter of the Marine Corps?
Yes, absolutely.
Good.
Absolutely.
Great, because a former decorated member of the United States Marine Corps needs your support.
And his name is John Cena. He's gonna get in the ring and put boots to asses this
Are you
weekend.
kidding me right now? Are you kidding me right now? I can't even handle this. I cannot handle this.
Available right now at a low price of only $39.99.
I can't believe you're still calling me. I'm about to lose my.
Thank you for watching that video. We hope you
Give those guys a subscribe. You want to put their channel back up there, Kevin?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give them credit. We professionals here.
I've seen that one other time before. I was just lost it. That's funny.
It's funny. It seems to run a little long, though, in my opinion.
Yeah. The one I saw was only like 2 or 3 times I called, and that was the end of the clip.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, that's actually abridged.
Oh.
This goes on for like 8 minutes.
Oh, damn.
Oh, jeez.
Hold on, and let me get that back up here.
Riveting content.
Yes.
Dead air.
Yes.
Come
I
on,
know.
Kevin. Let's go.
Oh, come on. Woo!
Spinning wheel of death. Woohoo! So yeah, go to Haroon's channel.
Haroon?
I know they got like 3 million subscribers, but if you like that content, give them another like and subscribe.
Hello?
I have just one question.
We don't need to see this no more.
Ah! But I like it.
I know you do.
Okay.
Reminds me of Camp WWE a little bit.
That show was fantastic, only because Nature Boy like fucked
Kept wooing
everything on the
everybody.
show. Him having sex with the bear was amazing.
My God.
Even more riveting content from the sex king over here.
Yeah.
On to other sexier animals. The Falcon also had a trailer come out this week. This is a little bit more interesting, not in its content, but because of what happened with it coming out. It was supposed to drop on Thursday. Like there was a leak this week that the new Captain America trailer was going to launch on Thursday. And so we even reported it because it all came from good sources. And then nothing happened. And I told Jeff, I'm like, well, shit, like the best we could do is just make a joke about it. Like they pushed it back a day or two so they could re-edit the trailer or re-edit the clips for the trailer, since they kept pushing the movie back 6 months, 8 months to re-edit. Anyway, it's finally done. They finally came out with the trailer for it. The McDonald's toys were out first, but now they have a trailer for it. And we do get to see President Ross. Is it president at this point? Is there still?
I think he's running.
No, he's
running.
President Thunderbolt Ross in this movie.
Oh, he is. Okay.
Oh, is he?
Okay.
Okay.
They say
And
because they actually make mention: lose the mustache, lose the election, or you lose the election.
Oh.
So he's
All
President Ross.
All right. Well, we get to see everything that they've teased us about for the most part. So let's take a look, see what you guys think. I had a similar reaction to this that I had with Agatha. No, really share it.
Wilson.
Wilson?
Thanks for coming in. Thank you for the invite.
Johnson.
I have to admit,
Mr. Wilson.
I said lose the mustache or lose the election. You and I haven't always agreed in the past, but I want to make another run at making Captain America an official military position.
And if we disagree on how to manage this situation, then what happens?
Work with me, Sam. We'll show the world a better way forward.
This is our Manchurian candidate.
Isaiah something or other. The very first super soldier.
Sir, you're innocent.
Oh, is that who that was?
Yep, that's who that is.
Isaiah Bradley, I think his name was.
So yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I couldn't remember the last name.
Oh.
Local power is shifting. You're just
Wait, let's go back.
You can put it back, yeah.
You're just a pawn.
Well, for a moment there, they showed the leader, and he looked more like the Mask.
Oh,
I
I never even caught that before.
You're not Steve Rogers.
If you hit pause, you can actually scale back pull it back.
What if it's a trap? Sir, your inner circle's been compromised. Either you can't see that, or you don't want to. What if it's a trap?
Now, really,
Global power.
that's the leader.
Oh,
And now his
Yeah.
brain is supposed to be super gamma big,
Yeah.
but he's got a nice little fedora on it, which is nice. But at least he's green. I don't know. That'll look cooler in post.
okay.
That's all I can say about that.
Isn't easy being green, you know.
Shifting.
Yeah.
You're just a pawn.
You may be Captain America, but you're not Steve Rogers.
No shit.
Mm-hmm.
You're right. I'm not.
Two Falcons. And where is he?
Oh, keep playing.
There he is.
All right, a big old red Hulk.
Also known as Thunderbolt Ross.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Gamma and cosmic rays with him.
Yep.
Not quite
Oh,
red
really?
enough for me.
Mhm.
And I know that's racist.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like,
Looks way
It
too
doesn't-
pink to me.
again,
If you're gonna
they can
go
fix that
red,
in
base it
post.
and you're basing it off the fucking Captain America shield right there, that's not red enough. And that's, I'm sorry, that it just looks stupid to me.
Kind of wonder if they're going off the old original cartoon or comic book red. That could be because it was like that. It was like a pinkish red
Yeah.
in the
Oh,
original
was he?
comic books. Yeah.
See, I only vaguely even remember A-Bomb. So, like, Red Hulk, I think, probably came just after I stopped reading. I think. So, but it's curious to me that, like, Marvel will get villains of famous characters and pit them against other famous characters that they don't fight one another in general, like
Yep.
Red Hulk and Falcon.
Mhm.
Or the leader and Falcon. The Mandarin never shows up in Iron Man.
Now,
What
No
happened
shit.
there was okay, and they explain it pretty well in Shang-Chi. But anyway, I don't know. My big issue with this and with Agatha is these shows were made prior to them rearranging everything for what's going to happen in phase 5 after the whole Kang Dynasty thing was fizzle-futzed out. So whatever their plan is, these shows and this movie have nothing to do with that. They'll be standalone. You don't go in there looking for anything like, is this going to lead into this? Is this going to lead into that? The only thing that I would guess that this has any lead into whatsoever is going to be Thunderbolts, which I imagine Giancarlo Esposito is going to be very important to, as is Red Hulk.
Red
I
Hulk's
think-
not in it.
Oh, he's not?
No.
No.
Hmm.
And neither is Bucky. Even though the rumors are Bucky is in it. But
Oh, he's supposed
sounds
to
like
be.
they are figuring
That's
out
what I
where that
thought.
character is supposed to be, because Bucky was supposed to be in this one, actually.
Oh,
The rumors
really?
are wild. They don't know what the hell's going
No.
on with Bucky in either of these two movies. He very well may be in Thunderbolts, but the last I heard about this, and this was not too long ago, he's not in either.
So I heard too.
Interesting. And that's too bad because, again, I'd like to see him become Captain America at some point. I like Bucky as Captain America. He was cool.
His only choice is Captain America.
Yeah.
I know Falcon is Captain America in the comic books, but that story sucked and it was an utter failure. They're just replicating it here again.
Well, they brought it back. He's Cap in the books again. He and Steve were operating simultaneously.
And how many people are actually reading those?
Oh, I'm not. I quit reading. The big
Point
two did a lot of really stupid shit. I mean, the New 52 and then Hydra Cap.
Oh,
And that's
God.
when I just washed my hands of all of it. It's like, you know what? Yeah, I'm keeping my money. Fuck all y'all.
Hail Zoltan.
And with this movie, as much as I mean, I would love to like this movie. I really would, but this trailer is just so boring.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing really happens, and getting a reveal of somebody like Red Hulk should just be this jaw-dropping, oh holy shit moment, and it's just meh.
When nobody knows about Red Hulk.
Yeah.
You're talking about like the hardcores of hardcores for comic book people. I barely know Red Hulk, and that's only from the animated stuff. I never read any Red Hulk comic books. That's why when I make the pink comment, it's largely because I don't know original color scheme. But when I hear Red Hulk, I want to see real fucking red, like green on main Hulk. That works. I mean, that's green.
Yeah.
Yeah, I read a few of the Red Hulk ones, and I don't know, it just didn't catch my attention, to keep it going on the storyline of it.
Well, to Chad's point, there aren't a whole lot of reveals in this. This looks exactly like the Winter Soldier trailer, and you see a lot of chatter online saying, "Oh, it's got a whole lot of Winter Soldier vibe, it's got a whole lot of this vibe." When you see that in a comedy movie, like you don't hear people go, you never watch people see the trailer to Goldmember and be like, "Oh, that's got some Spy That Shagged Me vibes going to it." No, you're like, that's the same joke in the Spy That Shagged. You kind of have to look at it in that regard. Like, did they just redo the recipe to Winter Soldier and try to remake the movie just to add a couple supervillains into it? I don't know.
Yeah, they are certainly trying to recapture like Captain America Civil War and whatnot going on, but we'll see how well this actually works. But I'm not terribly excited by this trailer, like at all. It almost feels like a cross between Olympus Down, White House Down, and like a cross with Enemy of the State with Will Smith from years ago. Clearly they're trying to recapture that kind of political intrigue and tension, but like this is just falling flat for me. I'm not excited about this, and I wasn't that excited going into it, but I could always be surprised. I could always be wrong, and that's okay. I'd like to be proven wrong. It's okay. I got a thick skin, but this just doesn't feel quite right, and this is going to be like a massive. They reshot like 90% of this movie. The budget's over $400 million. They have to make at least $1 billion to break even. I don't see this movie doing that. The only movie I see doing that is Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah. Well, see, that's the thing is that's going to be the movie that's going to kick off the good parts of the MCU again. I really think they have an opportunity with that movie to be like, you know what? We have our chance here to make this a foundation, stand on it, and start doing shit properly again. Let's make the X-Men something fucking awesome. Let's make them a household name again like they used to be. Because in the 90s, no one gave a shit about the fucking Avengers. No one did. Right. They were the B team. X-Men were the fucking fabulous ones. They were fucking ultra cool.
Yeah.
We got the Avengers movie because they couldn't do the X-Men yet. We got the Avengers movie because they couldn't do the Fantastic Four yet. Now, who knows what they're going to do with the Fantastic Four movie? That's conceptual at this point. Like it's
getting Pedro'd, everybody.
Yeah,
he's popping up in too much.
We'll see. Life could be good, but it could be better. It could have more
female
Pedro.
Silver Surfer.
I'm just saying.
Well, before we move on, we are going to take a quick little commercial break here. Got a little ad read. We are probably not sponsored by Victoria's Secret and their pink collection. They want to let you know February 2025 is the season for Valentine's Day, and here's what we have to show about that. Look at you missing it, everybody. See you next Tuesday.
Got to get those cherry blossoms. All right. Well, let's see. For our next trailer, the next trailer has actually gotten pretty review bombed this week. We got
let's bomb this bitch.
Let's bomb this bitch. Yes or no? Gladiator 2. We got our trailer for this week, and I was kind of on the fence with it. I'm not going to review Bomb It. I'm not going to sit there and chat on it. But I loved this headline. It's like, here's 3 reasons why Gladiator 2 gets review bombed. And all I could think of is, what are your 3 reasons? What are your 3 reasons? Even if you hadn't seen the trailer yet, what are your 3 reasons why this trailer probably got review bombed? And the first thing I see people saying is they're talking about Denzel being in it.
Denzel!
Like that shouldn't have shit to do with it.
No.
Okay, let's take a look at this trailer and then we'll let everybody give their 3 reasons. I have 3 reasons, and it's not Denzel. Wrong kind of music. That's one of them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, the trailer is actually a decent trailer up until the interjection of the R&B music or rap music.
Yeah.
Whatever the proper term is. I'm sorry. I'm more hard rock, heavy metal. Forgive me. My idea of rap is old school NWA and like, Public Enemy, things like that. I'm a little more old school. So Ice Cube, Ice T.
He's a little bit more old.
Journey with me into the mind of a maniac. Doomed to be a killer since I came out the nutsack. Hey, we started with Dr. Ruth. We got to keep the theme going this whole episode, guys.
I saw the trailer. Like I said, I liked it. It grabbed my attention. I'm like, oh, this could actually look really good.
Do you want me to play the trailer? I do have it up in a different tab.
Yeah, go ahead, because the one I have is for Entertainment Tonight, and it's telling me to subscribe to ET, and that's telling me how to live.
Yeah, and if any of our Twitter people are out there, we know the stream is not working. It basically told us now we have to sign up for premium to stream on Twitter. Wow. So if you've joined us over here on either Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, or Rumble, hey, we really appreciate you jumping on over here. We are trying to get the Twitter one going. I'll look into that. But
God damn you, Elon.
I don't have a really problem with that. I wish I would have gotten a notification about it before I hit go live and it said, you can't do that right now. And to Gladiator 2. Oh, okay, here we go. Man, like these visuals look pretty solid. I know the CGI
looks like a cool
for people is a little wonky, but I'm digging it. And this is what they did in the Coliseum back when it was first on. So this is pretty legit, and I think this is really cool to see.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of makes me want to go play Assassin's Creed 2.
I know, the Ezio trilogy. God, I love those. I stayed up till like midnight release to pick that up at like 12:01 from GameStop. Came home, played till 4 in the morning, and I had to wake up at 4:30 so I could go to work. I never went to sleep.
Choices.
Yep, choices.
Many of times.
Well, speaking of choices, let's keep this going. Oh, hey! I'm in a movie in the Roman times.
Yeah.
Wait, here's one of those reasons. Cool. Here's one of those reasons why the fucking thing's getting review bombed.
I'm on a rhino.
Yeah.
Barnum and Bailey's Gladiator 2.
The prawn parody.
Oh, the prawn parody.
Yeah, Gladiator.
Yep.
Chad. I could totally. Well, we did see kind of a prawn version of this in Spartacus: Blood and Sand when it came out years ago. That was more of a ripoff of the take on 300 crossed with Gladiator. So. First season of that was great. Andy Whitfield, fucking star. Sad what happened to him with his cancer.
Yeah.
I'll pause because of the music a little bit. I know it's low, but just gotta pause it just for a few seconds so we don't get hit again. Blood in the Sand. I mean, I do like the callbacks to Maximus, and when I did my trailer breakdown, I just felt like it was a bit too much. But in hindsight, now I'm watching this again. This might all just be one scene because he talks about he sees the sword earlier. That's probably it. It's probably coming up soon, and they're just going over the armor. I'm just afraid that if they keep bringing up Maximus too many times in this movie, people are going to be like, quit reminding us of the first one if this is supposed to be a completely different one. But we're following beat for beat what the first movie did with what this trailer's telling us this movie's about. So it's like, you're just retelling the first movie again. What's really the point of this?
Well, it kind of hit that at the beginning too, where he's, as a little kid, he's like, when I was a kid, I saw a slave take over the government, and it's like, oh, are we copying the first one, or are we making your own story?
Right.
Who knows?
Like that battle previously was looking pretty sick. That's where I think like some of this is going to look really dope.
Yeah.
The fighting will be fantastic.
The
story is probably going to be
like right there. Like, dear God, that reminds me of like Lord of the Rings a little bit.
Yeah,
it does.
I'll give Ridley this. He's got the visuals down for this movie, I think. Any of you guys watching Stranger Things?
Yep.
That's Eddie.
I know.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if you knew that. I just figured I'm like 1 day old hearing that information. I'm like, wait.
So.
Yes, I do believe that is correct.
I know stuff.
Pedro, great job not wearing another helmet. Jesus.
Hey,
I don't get some of this, but whatever.
He's a good actor, but he's kind of getting thrown into everything now.
Yeah.
Beer commercials too.
Yeah.
Well.
So. Yeah, that's what we're getting out of Gladiator 2. I'm probably going to go see it. I mean, I don't like the interjection of that music at the end, so it's just kind of dumb to me, but it doesn't mean it's going to be in the movie. And if it is in the movie, then I will promptly be very unhappy about that. It's just a promotional trailer. And I know they did Kid Rock like with the first one, but those were in TV commercials. Those were not in any of the actual trailers. It was a Super Bowl commercial. So they kept going with it for as long as they could.
I don't recall that at all.
Really?
No, I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, I remember it faintly.
But there's been a lot of marijuana between then and now, so forgive me.
To say the least.
Oh, well, so that's all I had for videos and stuff this week. Did you guys see anything fun? Watch anything fun this week?
I got a couple things we can touch on like super quick before we get to some reviews.
Yeah.
And what I got, if I can share my screen, pros at work here. Share screen. I have a little video on Alien Romulus. We got a very short little clip. I have not actually seen this, so I heard about it the other day on Nerd Cookies stream. Shout out to Nerd Cookies. And I was like, oh, I want to go see this myself and have and formulate my own opinion. So I'm not going to worry too much about this one. We're just going to go ahead and play and discover what's going on August 16th.
The Alien franchise holds such a iconic.
Oh, I haven't seen this.
Holds such a iconic space in cinematic history.
The whole idea behind this film was to really take it back to basics and make it a pure horror movie again.
This story slips right in between Alien and Aliens.
Yep.
Rain and Andy are the hard story.
Oh, it's a brother or sister story.
I don't want to end up like our parents. Do you?
The ship's our way out there. Welcome to the Romulus space station.
There's a lot of secrets and things they don't know inside that ship that will cost them dearly.
Oh my God.
Just like Ridley did with Alien 1, and Fede made a point in not green screening it.
As a fan of the
good,
franchise, they knew be gritty and grounded. So we built every creature for real.
Good.
Brings all of the things that we love from this franchise, so you know it's going to be properly scary.
If you don't stay quiet, we will die.
Cool.
Can't wait.
Oh, yes, let's go.
That's going to be good.
I have to bring my daughter to that because I got her hooked on the Alien franchise.
That's
that
cool.
Parenting 101 right there, buddy.
Yeah, she just going to be turning 21 this year. So
nice.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to try and find a way to see this one. I have to figure it out because of I'm flying back on the 17th from Wisconsin, but I might see if my dad is willing to go see that with me. I think he'd probably like it. Now the visuals look good. The atmosphere, I'm feeling that. And then seeing I know these are like promotional things to hype people up, but I do believe in Feet. He will at least deliver some scares and great visuals. And based on what we've seen in like the Evil Dead remake that he did, it's going to be at least well shot and well directed. The question is going to be, is the story actually going to be okay? Because they're basically saying this is going between the original classic and the sequel classic. You're trying to be a bridge between these two particular movies. And I don't know he's on the level of either James Cameron or Ridley Scott in order to make a movie that properly fits between the two. That's going to be very, very tricky. You're almost setting your standards a little too high at that point. Like this really has to be good. This cannot be a mid movie. This cannot be Alien 3. It cannot be Alien 4. It cannot be just Alien versus Predator. This actually has to be at least good. I would prefer it if it's great.
Yes.
You're blaspheming. This is Fide Alvarez. It's going to be fantastic. People are going to shit their pants.
Hey, I'm super excited, but I'm also trying to temper my expectations.
Yeah.
So don't judge me.
I don't need to see the action flick. This will automatically have action in it because of our current day and age. It's like that's just the recipe, the ingredient that has to be in movies. What he needs to have is the haunted house element. That will make it more like Alien.
He needs the creep factor.
Yes.
He definitely needs the creep factor because, I mean, Cameron, he had the balls to the wall action with Aliens, but Alien, like you were saying, Kev, that's the haunted house in space. And you can't rely just on jump scares for that. You have got to creep the fuck out of your audience.
Yeah.
You got to have your fingernails in your armrest.
Ready. Oh, yeah.
The whole time.
Unsettled and tense.
Yes.
Exactly.
And now in the 21st century, you've got to keep that up nonstop for at least 2 acts. So, and I think he can do that. I know not everyone was down with the new Evil Dead remake, but I thought he did a really good job of once that book got opened, that movie kept scary from like that moment on to the end. Like,
and he kept the creep factor.
Yes.
So I do have I'm more than cautiously optimistic that he's going to be able to keep things going for this.
I am being anti-Kev, and I'm going in completely like thinking that this is going to be awesome. Yay, Alien is back. I want to see a good Alien movie, and I think I'm gonna.
If we all walk out after watching that movie and we're like, well, I guess we were wrong, then we'll freely admit it on the show.
Yeah.
Thanks, Kev.
Yep. But lastly, before we slip into other news, and speaking of movies we are probably not going to be able to see, I have some news on the Toxic Avenger, thanks to Word of Real. It sounds like Macon Blair's Toxic Avenger reboot with Peter Dinklage has been deemed unreleasable by a bunch of distributors and whatnot. So we are very not likely going to see this in theaters. It's barely been on the festival circuit. And from what people have said, well, it's very much a Toxic Avenger movie. It's, let's
the first one was that way too.
I mean, have they never seen a Toxic Avenger?
Yeah.
Well, this is what gets me right here. If it had great reviews, then maybe the forecast would be a little rosier, but there isn't much potential. It's too niche. Well, no shit.
It's the fucking Toxic Avenger.
Are we new here to Toxic Avenger? This is not the animated series that got to people. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if we're on Tubi in a few years from now. This is probably going to go VOD. Somebody's going to put this on a service. I wouldn't be surprised if it's Shudder, to be honest with you. And I think that would probably be a very good way to go about it and focus on physical media. It's going to find an audience. But as far as seeing this in the theaters with something, say, like a Terrifier 3 or any other crazy ass slasher kind of goofy ass wild horror movies, it's probably not going to make it. Just the fact that they don't feel like they can make a profit off of this is what it's looking like it's going. And even like filmmaker producer Adam Mesnick recently went on Twitter and confirmed that the film has been deemed not safe enough to market, which he claims is why no one has stepped up to distribute it. When all is said and done, it could maybe turn out to be lost media. This is factual. This is what I work in movie product licensing, were officially told as well regarding it. So, sounds like this one's not going to hit the theaters, and it might be a while before we get VOD or something. I would highly recommend reaching out to like Shudder, or if you have a marketing agent of some sort, hey, get them in touch with Shudder. I guarantee you they're going to want it. You might not get the money you want, but it will give you the notoriety you need.
That's true. That's true. And with notoriety comes money later.
Well, and you even got like Peter Dinklage in this freaking movie. Like, unless you open up the pocketbooks to him, this had to be interesting to him.
That's kind of what I was thinking initially. Like, the movie would have had to have been good to allure someone of his caliber. But money,
jump on it.
Yeah, you sprinkle a shit ton of money on somebody, they're gonna be like, "Well, okay,
yeah." Just keep the paychecks clearing, yo.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would like that movie to do well. I think the Toxic Avenger movies are fun. But I don't know. I haven't seen this anywhere else. They haven't released a whole lot to get people going, other than that one tiny little silhouette salivator of a picture that they sent out months ago. Otherwise, you haven't heard boo about it since. So I don't know if this is true or not, but whether it is or isn't, like, they haven't refuted it. They haven't said, "Oh yeah, well, look at this. Here's Toxie." They haven't done anything like that to refute this, and they have the opportunity to.
They should just do another Sergeant Kabuki, man. Poultry Chicken or Poultry Guy like 2 or something.
Oh God!
Now we're talking. Was it Black Sheep? Black Sheep was awesome.
Yep.
Yep.
Where the guy, it's his little wang doodle bit off by the were sheep.
Were sheep.
That was one we watched. Lamageddon.
Oh
God,
Lamageddon. Oh God, that was so bad. It was good.
I like movies like that. I have no problem with that.
That's our Christmas and Thanksgiving get together with the family. We watch really bad, good movies.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. I mean, we hope to maybe start I know I've tried to get Amy to watch some like Christmas horror movies, and they all end up being like these gnarly fucking movies. And she's like, "Why would you show that to me?" Like Christmas Evil and stuff like that.
See, I'm lucky. I'm married to a horror junkie, so
there you go.
Not I. My wife's like Christmas everything. Like, she likes Queen Latifah movies. She likes this kind of stuff. I haven't told her that there's a Hallmark streaming channel coming.
Don't.
Oh God.
I'm not saying shit about it, because it's like I like Jill Wagner, but not enough to like watch Jill Wagner movies all day long.
24/7, Kevin.
I'll watch Wipeout all day long, but not Jill Wagner Christmas movies all day. I don't like Christmas. I love Christmas horror because it's not supposed to be. It's naughty, which makes it even more fun. But No.
No, we just rather watch like Shrek 5 or something instead.
You know what we can watch? The Acolyte. We could watch the Acolyte.
Do I have to finish this shit? God damn. God.
We only got one more.
Yeah,
I know.
We're
almost
here.
to the
We made it
stopping
to the
point
end
here, guys.
And we got our Wookiee saber fight.
Mm-hmm.
There was no hair smoldering near that lightsaber, and I was looking.
Mm-hmm.
It certainly smelled like dog hair was burning, though.
I don't know. What did you guys think this week?
I hated it.
I didn't know.
Nope.
The Wookiee fight was fucking horrible. Any base knowledge of Wookiees knows he could have ripped these fuckers to shreds without a lightsaber to begin with.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, like the lightsaber would have knocked them backwards just with the powerful force of the Wookiees' arms. And Wookiees are just so goddamn savage. And yes, it wasn't Kildaka or Kilnaka. Yeah, it wasn't Kilnaka that was in charge or in control of himself, but the witch could have done something pretty savage with the Wookiee's body.
Well, and he's supposed to be a Jedi freaking master, and she mind controls him in like a split second. What the fuck is this shit?
The Padawan was one thing, but now, okay, is it because it's a beast? You're able to control the beast? Okay, because then why even bother having it be a Jedi?
Never send a Wookiee to do an Ewok's job.
I guess not. Like I can just see Wicket like whacking him, like, you big pussy, fucking loser.
This is actually one of the two things that really kind of made me mad watching this particular episode was the Wookiee fight, and then what Saul does with the two twins on the bridge. Why don't you just force pull the fucking kids? Why are you trying to hold up a fucking bridge? They weigh less than the bridge does.
That's what I said when I watched it. I was like, why not just grab them? Done.
Yank.
Yeah. Or if you don't know the difference between the two of them, just swipe the bridge down, let them both drop. Show's over. Never a problem ever again. Wipe out the timeline. Let's Terminator 2 this bitch. Just kill them both.
Well, the thing is Saul's gone from this great character to a very unlikable character very quickly because he's doing very non-Jedi things, like acting out of desire and want as opposed to what's good for the Force or the Jedi Order or for Osha or for May specifically. Like,
or May or Osha.
Yeah, totally disregarding that because he wants her to be his Padawan.
Which is fucking creepy.
Yep.
Yeah. Like, did we just like dance over into an Anne Rice novel? Because that's kind of
Harvey Weinstein.
Yep, Weinstein novel.
That's right. I forgot we're from the Sugarland area now.
Leslie Headland,
I don't know.
Assistant to Harvey Weinstein. Everybody.
This
is what we got.
Let her make another season.
We'll see about that.
Yeah.
Because the way she's planning this is Osha and May are not virginses. They're something completely different.
Oh, so they're not virgins.
No. They fell on a picket fence, dude. What do you want?
Was it a white picket fence or an Asian picket fence?
It was doing well for itself. That's all I'm saying.
Bamboo fence. Gotcha.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't like it. The brashness of the Padawan taking off because he's homesick. That was stupid to me. And Saul chasing after him to help him, for lack of a better term, was equally stupid.
Yeah.
And then Mother Anessa going to let Osha go, but turning into this weird shadow beast at the same time to make Saul kill her.
Force dust is what I call it, or force cocaine.
Yeah, force cocaine. Yeah. Oh, I was just about to attack you, but oh shit, I was gonna let her go. I don't know why you hit me.
Let her go by reabsorbing
Yeah.
her into her body. I mean, Saul was in there right. He did nothing wrong. He didn't know what the hell that she was doing. She could have been trying to protect everybody, but she turned into a fucking like dust demon. You know, somebody get out the dust devil and blow this bitch into a bag and kick her out. You know.
Yeah, one air purifier should be gone.
Hey, there you go.
Just get a dust buster.
Yep. Dyson.
The way the show's going now, I feel like she's trying to show, oh, look, there's always two sides to each story.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of like my ex-boss. You guys are misunderstanding it. No. That's just the way I see it.
The logic in the show is just, it's
way
giving me a headache. Like, this was an exact repeat of what was it, episode 3? We learned, like, literally nothing new.
No, just going back.
At all.
Yeah, this was a supersized episode because they had to show you the previous episode that you've already seen, plus the 10 extra minutes that you didn't know about before.
That's what listening frustration and showing you don't know how to write a goddamn story.
Yeah.
Well, that's the new Marvel. That's the new Disney recipe.
Yep.
Now you watch this last episode. It's going to end with a cliffhanger. It's going to have Osha and May fight. Osha's going to end up being the Sith, the Acolyte. Mother Anastasia or Mother Horny is going to be the Stranger via spirit, not necessarily in person. Although it might be Khmer just being a regular ass person. Who knows? That could have nothing to do with anything. But they're going to have a big fight and then a drop off to nothing. You're going to find out this is what really happened. Now we're going to fight. What's going to happen? Oh, wait for next season. And Leslie's going to get her next season. And in that point, she's going to get to write how Darth Plagueis got to create Anakin.
So she's going to get at least another 180 million, if not more, to make a show that anybody could make on not even half that budget.
With a very well-groomed Wookiee.
Yeah.
Which it costs a lot to groom a Wookiee.
Yeah.
Hey, if they're going to keep using metal detectors to look for the Force, hey, clearly they know what they're doing with their budget.
Oh,
that was horrible. I'm like, really? Metal detecting. There's something.
Well, and
here.
Justin had a good joke here.
Yeah.
What do you think about the ghost traps they were putting samples in? Containment units back on Coruscant.
That's good.
That too.
If the
What's
light
up,
turned
Lady
green,
Sonia?
the trap is clean.
Oh God! So, what do you guys think is going to actually happen in the final episode here?
I know. Hold on. Let me crap in my hand. Throw it against the wall.
Yeah.
Let's see what's.
Yeah, that's sticking. That's what we're going to do. Jeez.
Concept.
I think we're going to get the Khmer and the OSHA version of what's happening, and then we're going to clue back in, and we're going to see the true Lord of Khmer, and we'll find out that it's not the lady in green, whatever her fucking name is, but
Mother
it's going to
Horny?
be like somebody completely else, and we're going to be like, oh my God, we didn't see that coming, and it's going to be stupid. I just feel it's going to be stupid. The whole show has been like this.
Yeah.
It was that cackling bitch, Janice, the one that was kept laughing during all the inappropriate times during Mother Anastasia.
Yeah. The dude.
We were almost distinct. Ha 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 ha.
Shut up.
I don't know. Like it's gonna come out like they steal bodies, swap souls, whatever, and that the kids were being used, or that Soul thought the kids were being used for that, and that's why he made that decision. But golly, it all just comes out across really stupid. And then to have Carrie defy the teachings basically to say, you know what, we don't need to take this to the council. Fuck it. That was equally stupid. Because like that deteriorates their ability to use the Force. Like they know what they did. They have that secret, that shame. That's going to separate them with the Force. At least I would think.
What do you think's in the pit?
The rest
Harvey.
of the show.
Okay, that was a better answer. Rumors are it's probably Abeloth, but I don't know much about any of that. That's like EU stuff, and I'm not up on EU.
EU?
Expanded
universe.
Yeah, all the novels and everything that had been considered canonical before Disney bought Lucasfilm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Everything canon.
And now they're cherry picking things from it. So now it's like, man, now I am going to have to get invested in those and check them out because I hear the Thrawn books are fucking great.
Oh, the Thrawn books were fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
That was probably the only good series out of that.
Okay. I guess I will check out the Thrawn books then. I will have a little bit of time coming up, so I will do that. And then I'll see how bad Ahsoka really was with how they treated Thrawn.
Yeah. It was close.
Well, I've seen enough of the animated series to know he doesn't look like a grandfather.
Really?
Grandpa
I don't
Bod.
Hey, you leave my movies alone.
Oh, Justin's got an idea.
Yep. That's true, too.
We're going to have the ESG twins be a dyad so they can further bastardize the rule of two.
Oh, yeah. Well, if they leave things the same, then they owe people residuals for things that aren't theirs. If they change it and discredit all those things, then they can make their own money and not have to pay those people residuals.
Yeah. Well, open up the pocketbooks. If you want to do that, just fucking pay them. Take the proper stories and adapt those.
Yeah.
Kinda, yes.
Oh, well. But you at least excited to wrap this up, guys?
Yeah.
Get it over with. Rip the Band-Aid off.
Yeah.
Rip the Band-Aid off.
Hey, it's not the only show that's ending next week. The Boys season 4 is also ending next week.
Yep.
Oh.
Episode 8 is the last one, and it doesn't feel like we're any close to an ending of any sort with this arc. I feel like this is all a big setup for season 5.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. So it's just been like, okay, finally we're building up to something, and then it's going to be a big cliffhanger, and then they'll continue it on season 5.
Yeah.
And then wrap everything
I just
up there.
I don't know. I've been with the show this long. I might as well just see it to the end. I kind of don't want to, though. I'm just trying to finish up the season and be like, we'll see how it ends. But the ending was interesting of this last episode. Basically, Starlight is locked away, but now they've also assaulted Huey yet again.
Yep.
So that's 2 episodes in a row. Like, hey, let's have fun and sexually assault Huey of the boys.
But he kind of enjoyed that, though.
Yeah, well, she at least wore the Starlight outfit. Hey, I should get my wife to wear that bad boy. She won't.
Kevin's lost. Look at him.
I am so confused.
Which is a whole lot better than most of us that are actually watching this show and are just like infuriated by it at times. But outside of that, Kevin, you got any quick little headlines before we wrap it up for everybody?
Oh, we've got a bunch of fun stuff left.
Oh, so I heard about this on the stream I was on earlier with Nerd Wars and Angry Badger.
Okay, that's
Booster Gold.
Nice.
I don't know who would be better to play Booster Gold than Kumail Nanjiani. Like, if you've seen him in Ghostbusters, like he's just absolutely goddamn perfect. He really is.
No, you're right, Kev.
Like, because Booster Gold he's not an ass. He's a pompous prick in a way, but he's a loser. Like, he knows he's a loser. Like, he's from the future. He comes to the past to be kind of a superhero with all this tech. And the tech
that he stole.
Yeah, that he stole is nothing in the future per se, but it makes him somebody here in the past. And unfortunately, he has a responsibility to actually be a superhero in our time. At least that's my understanding of it.
And if they go with some things that were in more recent comics, like in the last 20 years or so, you find out that this character, Rip Hunter the Time Master, was Booster's son. And so he's responsible for bringing about like one of the greatest champions of time. And then you have Hunter actually using Booster to help police time. It's an interesting concept, the way they did that. But
That's cool.
yeah,
Didn't know that.
we'll wait and see if that's how they do it. But and then also Booster, he had been a football player in the future, bet on his own games, threw his own game, was found out, got booted out of pro football, and wound up as a janitor. So
That-
like you were saying, Kev, he's a fucking loser.
He is, but he's funny too. Let's see. And then let's see one other thing.
Yeah.
There were no white dudes. oh, come on now.
Hey, I
let's
kind
see
of
here.
agree with Justin.
Yeah.
I think Kumail, I'm not a fan. I don't think he's that great. And he's also the new Pedro. He's in too many things right now. And none of them work. He was in Eternals. He was in Frozen Empire. He's just like all over the place. Like, how can you take an actor like that seriously in this kind of role? Sure, he's got the arrogance for it, but you need more than that. And Gunn is just doing stunt casting at this point, in my opinion. Not just his buddies like Nathan, but he's hiring like these guys who clearly aren't. I mean, hey, I could be wrong. He could actually knock this out of the park. And I'll eat my words if I do, but I'm not a fan of this idea, like at all, as Booster.
I hope it works out. Because Booster and like the Justice League Unlimited had funnier scenes. And so I think he what?
No, Chris Pratt. Booster.
Guess Chris Pratt is Booster Gold.
No.
It could happen. Like he and James are pretty tight. So
yeah, but
same with all the
true.
Guardians of the cast.
That's true. They are. And
Mm-hmm.
they love him. But who doesn't love him? He's a great dude.
Well, I'd want Chris to go total douche mode if he was going to do that, though. I don't think he can really do that these days. I think he likes being able to go hang out with fans and do charity stuff. So,
Yeah, right. Be able to be Star-Lord and get nice things, not shit thrown at him.
I think so.
So, but that's not.
Ooh. Hey,
Missing a whole bunch of stuff. Okay.
Come
So
on.
this is being sent out to certain distributors. It's the first 30 minutes of Alien Romulus. It's a VHS. Only the first. Yep.
Yeah.
Only like reporters are getting this. Influencers are getting this. I'm waiting for my copy.
Yeah. I'd like that.
Yo, Fox,
Yeah.
Disney, what the fuck?
So yeah, that made me sad. I wanted to see that. But anyway, what I wanted to show you guys, and I guess it really wasn't terribly worth it compared to that, was
I
this
actually like that.
Crypto the Super
Not
Dog
that.
Yeah.
getting butt rubs from James Gunn on set. Like that's totally awesome. So, but anyways,
need Crypto.
Oh,
you
Too
know,
many characters in this fucking Superman movie, yo.
40
40
characters.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
We'll see how it goes.
This could be way too busy a movie.
Way too busy.
You know, I'm glad you said busy of a movie. Because Zoe Kravitz had to change the name of her new movie from Pussy Island to something much different.
Wow.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Wow.
All right, Catwoman.
Wow.
Thank you for
Oh
saying
my.
busy movie.
Enough island talk in this show about pussy.
Oh man.
But I love this here. She says, it was made very clear to me that pussy is a word that we, our society, are not ready to yet embrace.
Pussy.
Girl,
Change it to Beaver Island. There you go.
Beaver Island. We get you, girl. We get you. And we support you. So this week, we're calling the rest of the show Pussy Wire Live. That's right.
No, Dead Pussy Wire Live.
Dead Pussy Wire Live.
Ooh, that might not flow right. Might get an uptick with the next.
Or we might get a whole new kind of demographic. We don't know.
Yeah,
a bunch of misogynists running a stream. Geeks.
Serial killers, yeah.
So just a couple quick hits on our way out, and then I'll let everybody go to bed, I promise. New series on Amazon Prime coming out soon. Was being called Spider-Man Noir, is now just being called Spider Noir. It will star Nicolas Cage being the same Spider-Man character from across the Spider-Universe, which is totally awesome. Really dug him in that. And there was a neat interview with him saying that, yes, it's going to be about 8 episodes. It's going to be black and white. They totally scanned his face. So it is going to be looking like him.
Hey.
So is this an animated show then?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Unfortunately, in that very same interview, he also went on to talk about his concerns about being scanned for artificial intelligence, and went on to say that he was very concerned about them taking his face off. Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need a little more sound effects work going
Fuck
on.
you
up in
guys.
here.
Fuck you guys. Here's Shrek 5. Bunch of pussies. Fuck you.
Dead pussies.
Warner Brothers has announced that the final Conjuring movie will be titled at some point next year and will also be released at some point next year in the fall. It is just being called the Conjuring finale at this point. But they are warning this movie is not for pussies.
So is James Wan back for that one? Did they say?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's actually going to be important for me, or I'm not going to fucking watch it.
I won't. I still have Insidious 5 here waiting to watch. But
finished that up a couple months ago.
Man, I'll digress. Here is your first look at the physical release of Godzilla -1, which will include both color and black and white versions. Super duper happy about that.
And
That'll be
English
released.
subtitles, everybody.
Yes.
No.
Yes. Which I watched. I think I just watched the English version, which I did not care for at all.
On Netflix?
Yeah, I think I just hit play. I don't remember which, but I really want to see this in black and white. I think it's going to be absolutely exquisite looking.
Looks fucking rad, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. So keep an eye out for this. I believe it's September 28th. That'll be fun.
You can pre-order that from Godzilla.com, and there is a post on Twitter. I'll retweet it. Somebody had a couple coupon codes that stack, so it's an expensive set. However, with a couple coupon codes, it actually makes it a little bit more worthwhile. So you get like free shipping and a few bucks off. But check our Twitter for that at SunsAndShadows.
Yes.
And so if you were enjoying X-Men 97, hooray, there is going to be a season 3 that's already greenlit and being going. Unfortunately, Bo DeMeo is still not back, and they are going with the head writer of Marvel's What If.
It's going to suck.
Yes, because that's also the same writer from Thor 4.
Oh, man.
And I believe the Eternals.
Oh,
so
great. Yeah.
It's dead.
Yep.
We'll see how that goes. I don't know. I really liked X-Men 97. Bo DeMeo had season 2 written out pretty well, and season 3 outlined. So this is just going to be writing things or putting things together from that outline that he had made. If
Unless
they choose to go with that.
the outline.
Yeah. Which they may just decide to do. That way he doesn't have to be on Twitter, talking to people anymore.
All right.
I could see them doing that just to spite him.
And then also, I'm not sure how residuals would work So if they just scrap what he did, they wouldn't have to fork any money out at all to him.
That's true too.
Yeah.
And they are cheap that way. We all know that.
Oh,
No
yeah.
kidding.
Anyway, speaking of cheap people, Ellen DeGeneres says that she is going to retire from comedy and entertainment after her new Netflix season or Netflix special, and says, "I am not mean." And then went on to say, "I am not mean, you pussy."
She loved the pussy.
She did it all for the pussy.
A Warner Brothers restaurant and museum in Rio de Janeiro burned to the ground, and here we have the remnants of both a mystery machine and a replica of the 1966 Batmobile.
At least it was just a replica.
I don't care.
Right.
Some fucking pussy let that goddamn burn.
Yeah.
Batman would have saved their ass, would have just let himself die to save their ass, and they couldn't have done so much as to push that car out the fucking front window. Pussies. Anyway, Kevin Costner's sequel to Horizon was slated to come out later this fall or August. Is now is now being pulled indefinitely from the theater release. It is going to be getting a direct to DVD release, although we don't know when. The reason being is because y'all are a bunch of pussies.
Yeah.
Kevin Costner
won't go see the movie.
Kevin Costner writes movies for men. Men didn't want to go see this long ass movie or its fucking sequel, so it's not going to get released to the theater in August.
I hear that's a 4-part series too.
Holy shit!
Yeah, he wrote for a 4-part series. No, I didn't hear it. I was reading about it.
Yeah, he was playing 4 parts.
Yeah.
Woo!
He wanted to get a lot of more people into the first one before he releases the second one, he said.
It's wild, dude.
Well, speaking of the Wild West, Alec Baldwin was the last closer of the week. This isn't an acquittal. His case was dismissed because the prosecution neglected to turn over a handful of bullets to the defense. So somehow disclosure became a factor here, and he won his case. He still has civil trials coming his way, but the criminal case is now moot, and he will not face charges for the slaying of Helena Hutchinson.
Yep. Because they couldn't do the proper paperwork.
Yep. And they had months and months and months to prepare for this.
Pretty much.
Unbelievable.
Anyway, that pussy was the last bit of news I had for the week.
All right. Well, thank you for the rapid fire headlines, you pussy. All right, Chad, tell everybody what you're up to and where they can find you at.
Well, I'm on Instagram, Threads, and Blue Sky. I am at Mr. Peterman. It's all spelled out.
And Steve?
You can find me on any social network and YouTube under Skeeter on Sound. And, of course, here for a little bit longer before the wedding season goes into full steam. And then you won't see me till winter.
All right. It was nice working with you. We'll have you on other things. Kevin, what are you up to, you pussy?
You pussy. I'm always hanging out on SunsAndShadows.com, and I'm also hanging out several times a week, out of the week, every day, out of the week, and every month, everywhere. Always here at this YouTube channel, Suns and Shadows Cast. We put out several different videos throughout the week. Click like and subscribe so you always get a notification as to when we do. Definitely leave us a comment and tell us what you think.
Absolutely. And just as a heads up for everybody, we are going to move the wrestling content off this channel to my personal channel. People have spoken and they would prefer it be separated, but we focus on what we've already been doing, and we'll be including gaming come mid to late August on our channel. So you'll get some game streams coming your way. That's why we are also streaming on Twitch right now. So we are working out some kinks. So if everybody's excited for that, I know I am. So thank you everybody for tuning in, and we will see you all on the next one. You dead pussy wire livers.